Right. So you have to plan it out, I would say a month in advance minimally. And you got to keep in mind, well, I've learned to systematize it. So at first I wasn't the best at it because I was just learning, and learning about systems is just awesome because you just repeat, and it's just less stress on you. But it's called ideation. There's one phase. It's called ideation. Phase one is ideation. So you're like, searching up inspiration, like, okay, what are people wanting? You kind of see the views, the metrics, what's been shared a lot, what hasn't. And then after that, you come up with the script. And then phase two is filming the videos, scheduling it out, the logistics of it. And then phase three is editing and coming up with the description and all that stuff. So it definitely took a long process to think about that. But compare me from the beginning to now, I feel like now I want to outsource that as much as I can because it's a whole job. It's a whole job and energy's taken away and it's just I know what I should and shouldn't be doing. And old me would be like,
The
okay,
more common way is that one real estate agent does everything in their business. And yet some of us pursue this leverage piece. Why is that for you?
man, I it was last year around this time. I closed. No, I already had bought in a house. I did a lot of good deals. I felt like there was a goal that I met very early, and I thought I was like I just felt like there was a void missing, and I just wanted to restructure things. And I was like, I just didn't see myself coming back to real estate, to be honest, if I wasn't gonna be happy. And I was like, I just need to outsource. And it took a couple of months. It's not like just getting a virtual assistant, oh, like they're gonna do it. It took a couple of like trainings and stuff like that. I even hesitated about getting my virtual assistant just because it's just such a job to do at the beginning, but now it's like paying off. But it caused me to that. Like I was like my happiness. My first and second year, I was going open houses. I did everything. Real estate was on top of my mind. Maybe it was burnout, but for me, it was more like I just want to be happy and enjoy my summers and do fun things. I'm still in my mid 20s, and I just want to take care of my sanity and pursue other things. I automatically started to be on social media. Social media to me is like video. I'm such a firm believer on it. I just, it was during an interesting time because it was during the pandemic. So people were like, what's going on? Like, why is real estate all of a sudden like going high and like the rates? And I think that just really brought in people's perspectives on like who they thought I was, because I mean, I would make all types of video content, other education. Some were funny, but for the most part, very just informative, showing homes, home tours, all that stuff. I would say Instagram and whatever syncs with Facebook is my main one because they're just so simultaneous. But I did hone into TikTok. It has grown a little bit, but for the most part, it's mostly Instagram because I feel like I've built a community in there. So at first, it was my sphere. And not like immediate sphere, but like more like friends whom I've worked with before, maybe previous people who I went to school with. And it just slowly started to build up. The thing about social media is you got to be consistent. So if you're not consistent, people, they don't forget about you. They just, you're just not on top of their mind. But I've noticed just through learning, like, okay, like I haven't posted in a while, right? So then if I would post another thing, I'm like, what do people like? I try to identify my avatar and who would want to approach me. And that's what I wanted to run with because I did open houses. And yeah, I've had some good transactions with open houses. But when you do social media, it's like you're building up your resume, right? And people scroll and then they see different things and they come more to you.